The first carry for the Spartan. Kenneth Walker. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Milrow. This finds Smith and Jigba along the sideline. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Let's go now. 65.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
The 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
Now Milrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Deputy! 19, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Ready?
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Detroit.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, here's Milton. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the set.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Alex Anzalone. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On play action, here's Milton. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Lions. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The man in motion is Watson. On 1st down, here's Milton. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
And he's in! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is 1st touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Blocking 18.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, it's Milrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the middle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It's going to be third. They need one.
Let's go.
To throw again is Milrow. Got a man, that's Warner, the tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready, break. Ready.
Working out of the gun is Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodies his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Cowboy
6.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go, set. Ready.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready.
To the air, it's Milton. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go. Here's Milton. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Okay, ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Right. Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Drop 50. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
To the air, it's Milrow. Pass right side, and that is hauled in by Horton. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Ready?
Play action, it's Milrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out.
That is caught. What a throw. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. His 4th TD grab of the season.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
14, Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Crack all 80. That is 18, rattle it. Go.
Throwing on 1st and 10. The pressure too much, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Milton. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 40.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Ready? Hut.
They go play action now with Milrow. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. 54 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Get it. Let go.
Here's Milrow to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Now it's York for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to have a Lions first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunity.
And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
18, 5 here. Bronco 80.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
No!
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. The Lions called their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Landon Jackson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered by
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
24-yard line.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Mustang 19. Panthers.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
66 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Milton. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
18. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Brown now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Let go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard.
Warrior 70. Down. Cowboy 80. Ready?
From the gun, it's Milrow. That one intercepted. Into space. He's inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Ready? Reno.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
19 Lions. Go.
Throwing, Hilton. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown Lions. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Charger, 19. Get up. Shot left. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On 2nd down, here's Milrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Milroe. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
60 Bearcat, 60. Here we go, here we go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now Milroe. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, they need 5.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Again, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Fourth down, and here's Milroe. He's got a man. That's Horton. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf.
Hawk 7, go.
They'll go play action with Milroe. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Corey Horton. Touchdown Seahawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
York good on the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Working out of the gun is Milton. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 56 yards.
That's good.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Oh, a loose football. The Seahawks scoop it up How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
On play action, Milrow. That's hard, and he will score. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Lions 25. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get it. Ready, ready.
On play action, here's Milton. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's Milton now on first and 10. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Walker. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third and 2.
Let's go now. 70, Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Seattle.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
6-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now it's Milrow. There's a short one taken in by Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try and run it with Walker.
Walker, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down.
Warrior 70. Come on, set.
They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. That's caught left side. It's complete. And he will have the Seahawks first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's taken in by Horton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Ready?
Milrow throwing on 2nd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Malcolm Rodriguez in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long.
70 line.
To the air, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that is no good. He missed it, and their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Cougar 19. Okay, you ready?
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Half the 60. Half the 60. 19, 18.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Detroit.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
A gain of 12.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra deep.
This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bring it. Here we go. Go.
Now Walker. There he goes. Inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.